Hey there, Lincoln here from bullacademy.org. Today I want to walk you through Robinhood.com, how to create your account, how to fund your account, and how to start investing in companies you know, understand, believe in, and want to hold for the long term. So if you're new to investing or you don't know how to use Robinhood yet, this video is the video for you. On this channel, bullacademy.org, we've made many videos on what investing is, what stocks are, what warrants are, how to invest over the long term, your investing budget, and the best ways to go about building your wealth. But what we haven't covered yet is how to set up your account. We should have done that in the start, but now we're getting to it. So in this video, we're going to show you exactly how to get started investing so you can participate in the growth of our economy, so that you can build your wealth for the long term and enable yourself to retire into the life that you want to live and not the life that you have to live. On this channel, we want to help you change your mindset and change your net worth, but you can't do that if you don't have an investment account, and Robinhood is the easiest way to get started. They make it super simple, their UI is beautiful, and it's super easy to just get funded and start investing in companies. Start doing simple research so you understand what you're invested in. And I'll show you the things to stay away from so that you don't make any costly mistakes. All you want to do is invest in stocks and ETFs, exchange traded funds. That way, you're only investing in companies, real companies, not speculating on any sort of future currencies or digital currencies, and not trying to get rich quick. This channel is all about long-term bullish investing because that's the way to build wealth. Warren Buffett says that, Mark Cuban says that, Charlie Munger says that. All of the greatest investors that we've ever known say just buy and hold. Build your wealth over the long term. So we cover all of that here, and if you're new to this channel, you can find all of our videos at bullacademy.org. And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, remember to like the video below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and comment below what your thoughts are on Robinhood and when you will get started. And of course, if you want to get a free stock, click the link below in the description and you will get a free stock when you sign up. Now let's start the crash course on Robinhood and get you started investing using Robinhood.com. Okay, we're at Robinhood.com. It says investing for everyone. Robinhood is a pioneer in commission-free investing. Gives you more ways to make your money work harder. All this means is that when you make trades, when you buy a stock or you sell a stock, it will be free. They won't charge you anything to buy or sell your stocks. Robinhood was the pioneer in that, and everyone followed. Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, they all followed in Robinhood's footsteps. So we have Robinhood to thank for making investing free and simple. So if we scroll down, we can see more information about how Robinhood makes it free to trade stocks, and they introduced fractional shares. So you can invest with any amount from as little as $1. As long as you have $1, you can buy stocks. Doesn't matter how expensive the stock is. If it costs $100, you can buy 1% of that stock, that single share of stock, for $1. Or you can buy $10 worth of that company. You don't need the full amount to invest in a company. So you can invest with any amount, you can build a balanced portfolio, and you can trade in real time using fractional shares. And of course, you can learn along the way as you use Robinhood. You can manage your portfolio using Robinhood, and you can customize the alerts that Robinhood sends you. And of course, they have more products such as cash management. So it's pretty much a bank, a high yield interest account, and you can earn 0.3% APY. So that pretty much means that with the money you put in the bank, you can earn interest on it at 0.3% per year. And that's only the amount of money that you have not invested. And of course, you can buy stocks and ETFs, so exchange traded funds. These are just funds that are managed by other people. You can trade options, which I don't suggest you trading if you don't know what they are. They're pretty much gambling. If you're just getting started investing, I would stay away from trading. Again, trading is not investing. If you trade options, you are not investing. You are gambling. So I would stay away from that. And of course, you can invest in gold and you can gamble on crypto. Trading crypto is not investing, it's speculating. So if you don't understand what crypto is, if you don't understand Bitcoin and how that stuff works, or why it might be valuable in the future, then I would stay away from it because it's not investing. So if you're just getting started on Robinhood or just investing, you want to be investing in stocks and funds, not in options and not in crypto. Maybe gold if you understand the value of gold and how that works in the markets, but I would recommend just staying with stocks and funds.
I'm not a financial advisor, so this is not financial advice. Just me letting you know what the truth is about these products. So if you want to get started on Robinhood and invest in your money, you can just hit sign up. And then we can walk through the process of signing up. So Robinhood, of course, wants to give you a free stock just to entice you to sign up. All this is a free stock. It's 100% free. And you have a 1 in 150 chance of getting a stock like Microsoft, which is $202, or Walmart, which is $140, or Apple, which is $108. And of course, you can get GE, Ford Motor, or Kinder Morgan. And Robinhood is a member of SIPC, which means that your securities in your account are protected up to $500,000. And you can learn more information at sipc.org. So let's hit claim our free stock, and then we're here to sign up. So the first step is just your personal information. So we have to say, hey, I'm Lincoln, and my email is, and my password is, and continue, and enter your phone number and your address, and hit continue. So now we have to verify ourselves to Robinhood so they know we're a real person. So just enter your SSN and your date of birth, and mine is citizenship. I am from the United States. And now we have to tell Robinhood how much experience we have investing. And let's just say not much. If you're just getting started, you can say none. But if you have some idea of how investing works, you can say not much. Or if you know what you're doing, just say I know what I'm doing, or you're an expert. And now we have to tell Robinhood whether or not we're employed. And let's just say we're employed. And we can give them our company name. And now they want to know whether or not you or your family member is a senior executive or 10% shareholder at a publicly traded company. And this is for legal reasons. For most people, this will be no. And then they want to know, do you or your family member work for another brokerage? And in most cases, this is no. If it's yes, say yes. And then you just read through this and hit submit. And then once that's done, you can fund your account. You can say I'll fund it later, or you can hit continue. So to fund your account, just hit continue. And they're going to have you go through this process to connect your bank account to Robinhood. And they use Plaid, a secure system for you to connect your account. And Plaid is pretty much a standard for connecting your accounts these days because Plaid is well tested and they have funding from big names, so it's very secure. So just hit continue. You can choose your bank account, and then you enter your user ID and your password, and you hit submit. If you don't know your user ID and your password, you have to go to your online banking system and get that information and then enter it here. If you don't know it, call your bank and they will help you figure it out. And just hit submit, and that's it. So I'm going to skip that for now. This is how Robinhood looks once you're logged in. You have your graph of your portfolio, and you can look at your growth throughout time, by all of time, or the last year, or the last 3 months, or the last month, or the last week, or the last day. If you have money in your account, you'd see your buying power. This is how much money you have to spend on buying stocks. If you want to buy a stock, all you have to do is go to the search bar and look up a stock to buy. Let's say I want to buy some Amazon. I'll just look up Amazon, and just like that, I can get to Amazon's page. I can look at the graph of Amazon over the last day, month, 3 months, a year, 5 years, and see how much is growing. And then think about how much higher it can go. And then I can also see the price of Amazon right here. I see that Amazon costs $3,000 per share to buy, and it's gone up by $2,372 over the last 5 years. That means that it's grown by 378% from $600, $650, all the way up to $3,000 in the last 5 years. So obviously Amazon's growing very fast, and I think it's going to continue to grow and grow my money for me. So I can also come down here and see the market cap of Amazon. So Amazon is worth $1.5 trillion. They have 798,000 employees. Their CEO is Jeffrey P. Bezos. They were founded in 1994. Their headquarters is Seattle, Washington. And we can also see the description of Amazon right here. And we can click read more to read up more on Amazon. And then we can come down here and see more about Amazon. Their various tags that they're in, collections that they're in. They are part of the 100 most popular stocks on Robinhood. They're in the consumer services and retail sector. They're in food and drink. They also are in software, and they're based in Washington. So these are various lists that they're a part of. And we can click through and see more about these lists. We can compare Amazon to a bunch of these companies. Here's Amazon, and here's Jumia, which I'm invested in. And there's Alibaba and Walmart, so we can see other companies that are in the same list or in the same sector and compare Amazon to them. So if we go back, we can then come down here and see more news about Amazon. and read up on the latest news so that we know what's going on with Amazon before we buy more or before we sell. But of course, we don't want to pay too much attention to these news because there's so much that's going to come at us, and most of it isn't that significant and may not be worth taking action on. And next, we have analyst ratings. And these are just ratings by analysts who cover these companies. These analysts cover Amazon. They follow Amazon and figure out how much Amazon is worth and how much it could be worth, and whether or not it's overvalued or undervalued or is the right price. And then they come to conclusions about whether or not investors should buy the stock or hold it or sell it. And then here we have the number of analysts that are involved in this rating. So 48 analysts have rated Amazon a 94% buy. And we can see that right here. 94% of analysts say that you should buy Amazon if you're interested in it. 4% of them say that you should hold it if you're already invested in it. And 2% say that Amazon should be sold if you're an investor in it. So they think that Amazon is overvalued or isn't worth investing in at this time. And then we can come down here and see the bulls, people who believe in the company. And then we can also see what the bears say, people who don't believe in the company, people who think that Amazon is overvalued and is going to go down in the future. So the bulls say that Amazon is going to go up because of these reasons, and you can click read more, and you can read a whole report by Morningstar. Morningstar is a trusted company that does reports on companies, and they published this report on November 1st, 2020, so very recently. And they also published the bear report the same day. So they publish both on the same day, and they update their reports frequently during the year. So it's worth reading these reports and understanding both sides of the story so you have an idea of the good and the bad of the companies you invest in. And then here we have more details about the research report from Morningstar. And Morningstar gives each company that they cover a rating between 0 and 5 stars. And they tell you why they gave this report. And for Amazon, they're saying that coronavirus-related consumer behavior unlocking new revenue and margin opportunities for Amazon. So apparently 3 stars is a pretty good rating for Amazon. And this is the reason why. You click to read a whole report, and it will take you to all of this, which is a lot of information to take in. But if you're interested, you have this report at your disposal. Let's go back. And you have Morningstar giving you what they believe is the fair market value of Amazon. And they think that Amazon is actually undervalued because they think Amazon's worth $3,500. But the market says that Amazon is only worth $3,000 right now. So Morningstar is saying here in this case that Amazon is undervalued by the market. And then they give you an idea of the economic moat. The economic moat of a company is just how much they can fight off competitors in their market. How well is their business suited to defend against competitors entering the market? So the bigger the moat, the better. And Morningstar believes that Amazon has a wide moat. And I agree with them because Amazon has many businesses and they have a commanding lead in the market. And then they give you a measure of certainty around the market for Amazon. And they say that it's uncertain, very highly uncertain, because many things can change in the near term around the virus and around politics and around how much money people have and stimulus. So there's a lot of uncertainty around Amazon's business and how much money they can earn. And then they give you a report on the stewardship, the leadership of the company. So they believe that Amazon has exemplary leadership. That means they think very highly of Jeff Bezos and his team. And that's not the case for most companies. Even Tesla, with Elon Musk at the helm, only has a standard stewardship. So Morningstar does not think as highly of Elon Musk and his team as they think about Jeff Bezos and his Amazon team. So let's go back to Amazon. So we're almost done with this report. The last data point to look at is earnings. Amazon's earnings over each quarter. In the first quarter of 2019, analysts predicted that Amazon would earn this much, the light green dot. But Amazon actually earned more than that per share. They earned this much per share. And in Q2, Amazon earned less than what was expected of them. Same for Q3 of 2019. And then in Q2 of 2020, they made much more than how much analysts believed that they would make. So they beat their expectations. That's a good thing. And in fact, they crushed it. And in Q3 of 2020, they still beat their expectations. This is good news for Amazon. And that probably caused the stock price to go up that day when they reported their earnings. And you can see the most recent earnings report here. For Q3 of 2020, they were expected to make $7.41 per share, and they crushed that by making $12.37 per share. And then you can click over here and replay the earnings call. So you as an investor have the right to listen in on earnings calls. when the company reports how much money they earned in each quarter. And moving on, the last section on this page will be people also own. People who invest in Amazon also buy Alphabet or Google. They also buy Microsoft. They also buy Netflix. And they also buy Facebook. So if you're interested in these other companies, you can click through and buy one of them. But let's go back to Amazon. And now that we have all that information on Amazon, and we know that 94% of analysts believe that Amazon's a buy, and we're confident in Amazon, we understand them, we believe in them, and want to hold them for the long term, then we can come over here to this section and buy Amazon. So we can buy in dollars or we can buy in shares. So if you have enough money, if you have $3,000 to buy Amazon, you can say, hey, I want to buy 1 share of Amazon, or I want to buy 10 shares of Amazon. And you can see right here the estimated cost of this purchase. That's just the number of shares times the market price, which is also the same over here. The current market price of Amazon is $3,000.02. So multiply that by 10 shares, your cost for this purchase would be $30,020. But because we don't have enough money to buy 10 shares of Amazon or even 1 share, because we only have $55 in our account, we can come back here and say, hey, I want to buy fractional shares in dollars. So I only have $50 in my account, so I'm going to buy $20 worth of Amazon. So now it shows you the fraction of shares that you're going to buy. So if you put in, let's say, $3,000, you will get 99% of 1 share, 0.9999 of a share. If you put in .20, then you get 1 share. So we don't have enough for a whole share. So we can go here and just say, hey, I want to buy $20 worth of Amazon. And we'll get 0.006666 shares of Amazon. And we know we can afford to make this purchase because we see down here we have our buying power in our account, $55.50. So now that we know we can make this purchase, let's hit review order. And it tells us more information, and it says you're making a market purchase, and once it goes through, you'll get this many shares of Amazon. And if you're fine with all of this, then you can just hit buy. And once this is complete, you will have Amazon in your account. I'm filming this video after the market has closed, so my order won't be fulfilled until the market opens up in the morning. Robinhood will fulfill your pending orders Monday through Friday. So let's hit done. And we can go back home, and I'll show you some stocks that I've already bought. Let's look at NET, Cloudflare. NET is the ticker symbol for Cloudflare. I have 740 shares of NET. So we can click through and see more information on this company that I already have in my account. And if we come down here, we can see we can do the same thing that we did on Amazon. We can look through this graph of Cloudflare's stock price over the years. And we can even see when Cloudflare became a publicly traded company. So Cloudflare started trading on September 13th, 2019. And the market price for Cloudflare is $52. Cloudflare started off at $18 per share, but now is all the way up to $58 and now $52 per share. And if we want to buy more of Cloudflare, we can do the same thing here. We can buy in dollars or shares, or if we already have Cloudflare as we do, we can sell. So now that we have Cloudflare in our account, we can hit sell, and we can say, I want to sell 7 shares of Cloudflare because I have 740 shares of Cloudflare right now. I want to sell 7 of those, or I can sell by dollars. I can sell fractions of my shares. So I have $38,500 worth of Cloudflare. I want to sell $570 worth of Cloudflare. So that means that I'm selling about 11 shares of Cloudflare, 10.95 shares. And I can hit review, and it tells me more information, and I can hit sell or edit my order. And I'm not going to sell because I believe in Cloudflare and I plan to hold it for the long term, but that's how I would sell it if I wanted to. And then I can come down here and see more information about my ownership in Cloudflare. I can see that I have 740 shares of Cloudflare. I can see that I have an average cost of $36.34. So that means that on average, I paid $36.34 per share of Cloudflare. And I can see my portfolio diversity. This just means how much of my portfolio is in Cloudflare. And that means that Cloudflare accounts for 28.43% of my portfolio right now. And I can come over here and see my market value for Cloudflare. How much are my shares worth on the market? And right now, my 740 shares of Cloudflare are worth $38,517 on the market. So if I sold all of my shares, I could get that much money back on the market. And that's great because Cloudflare only cost me a total of $26,890 to acquire my 740 shares. So if I sold all of them, that means I would have a total return of $11,626. So I will get all of my costs back and how much I've gained on the market. And right here it shows you your returns for today. So today my market value for Cloudflare went up $59, which is about 0.15%. In total, I've gained 43.23% on my investment in Cloudflare. Next, I can come down here again, see Analyst ratings. I can see Cloudflare's earnings. Cloudflare has not reported its Q3 earnings yet, but the analysts expected to report an earnings of -5 cents per share. That means they expect Cloudflare to be losing $0.05 per share, or 5 cents per share. So that means that Cloudflare will not be profitable for this quarter. And they're expected to report their earnings on November 5th after hours. So after 4 o'clock, they will be reporting their earnings on November 5th. And if we come down here, we get my history of buying Cloudflare. So we can see that I last bought Cloudflare on October 16th, and I bought 10 shares for $60.32 per share. And that same day, I bought 25 shares. And we can even click in here and see my whole history. We can go all the way through, and my first purchase of Cloudflare was December 5th, 2019. I bought 20 shares of Cloudflare for $17.87. I've pretty much bought some Cloudflare every month because I try to invest consistently. So if we click here, portfolio, we can go back to our homepage, our portfolio, and see our history. So you can see your all-time history, you can see your past year, you can see your last 3 months, last month, a week, and today, and live. I started investing on May 24th of 2019, and I started with about $23,000, and I've invested even more money since then. So over time, I've gone up and down and up and down, way down, about 26%, and then up and way up, 141% there on October 16th, and then back down and up a little bit. So you can expect to have a graph kind of like mine. Of course, not exactly the same, it depends on what you invest in, but the point is that your stocks will go up and down. So if I had sold right here, I would have lost lots of money. And if I had sold here, I would have been up 36%. Or I could sell here and take some profits. But for me, I just hold on for the long term. I'm not too interested in buying and selling over and over again. I'm just going to invest and hold for the long term and build up my wealth. You can also see all of your stocks that you do have in your portfolio right here. So for me, I have Switchback Energy, a SPAC, Tattoo Chef, which was a SPAC, Cloudflare. These are my 8 stocks in my growth portfolio. And if we scroll down, we can see my list. I can create more lists, and I can see my existing list. So I have foreign market leaders. I have my first list, which Robinhood makes for you. So these are just companies to watch that you might be interested in. And if we come back over here, we can see popular list that we might be interested in. We have the 100 most popular companies. We have top movers. We have upcoming earnings. We have index funds and ETFs. We have technology, China, and we can even see more. Just click in here. And we have news reports on stocks that we're following. And then we have the top movers of the day. And more news, and more news. And the news goes on forever. So I don't read much of these. I just read the most important news on my companies. And of course, there's more information on account. You can see your portfolio value, you can see your buying power, you get free stocks, you get your account information, your banking, recurring investments, your history, legal documents, and your settings. And then the help center. You can contact Robinhood by chatting. So if we hit banking, we can add a new bank account and we can see our past transfers. And if you have any free stocks, you can come over here, click free stocks. And of course, they'll give you more information on how it works. You can invite your friends, get free stock, and track referrals. Now that you have your Robinhood account set up, I hope that helps you understand how to use it and start investing for the long term. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you, please remember to like the video below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and comment below your thoughts on Robinhood. And if you want to help the channel grow, join us over at patreon.boacademy.org. You'll get more access to me, you'll get direct answers to your investing questions, and you will get to request videos that you want us to cover in the future. And of course, you will have a chance at winning $200 every month just for being a loyal and engaged patron. And if you're just getting started investing, we have many videos teaching you how to invest, what investing is, what stocks are, and what the dangers are. So go check those videos out at boacademy.org. I'm Lincoln with boacademy.org. Thank you again and have a great day.